Hey kids, welcome to Sunday Morning Live. I'm your host, Mr. Matt. Wow, we had some really crazy weather this week. It was like freezing rain and snow and sleet, all these crazy things happening. We even had these tiny little pellets of ice coming down from the sky. It's just been crazy. And I'm really curious how Kody's doing through all this crazy weather. Why don't you help me call him out? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Ka, 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 Kody. Ka, 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 Kody. Ka, 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 Kody. Ka, 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 Kody! Ha ha! There you are.
Mr. Matt, how are you?
I'm doing great.
That's
How are you?
good.
Hey, did you survive all the storm?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got this coat and a hat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta stay warm. Yeah, who knows what's coming next?
Yeah, but now I'm getting pretty hot.
I know, right?
Oh. Yeah,
Bu-
much better.
Yeah. There's been a lot of melting going on today. We're getting a little
That's
warmer.
true.
Yeah, a little bit. But that whole polar vortex thing, wow.
It was so big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
and
you-
cold. It was so cold that there wasn't even real snow. I couldn't even make a snowman.
Yeah, it was some weird stuff. Do you hear about those people down in Texas?
Which ones?
Well, they lost power.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, the power plants couldn't make power, and so they have no electricity.
Oh no,
Yeah. And so,
Oh.
some people couldn't get drinking water.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
You know
yeah.
what we should do, Mr. Matt?
What should we do?
We should pray for them.
That's a really good idea. Why don't we do that?
Okay.
All right. So what we have to do is we have to fold our hands
And bow our heads.
and bow our heads. Dear God, we just ask you to please be with all the people who are suffering because of the storms this week. People that don't have electricity, people that don't have heat, and those who don't have proper drinking water. We just ask that you be with them and bless them when they are going through these really tough times. Bless them in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Hey, Mr. Matt,
Yeah.
do you know why God lets bad stuff happen to people like the cold stuff to the people in Texas?
Well, God he's in control, and he works through things like this.
Yeah?
Yeah. It just might be that he's trying to bring the gospel to people as they're suffering, that they would rely on him instead of themselves.
But even if their home is destroyed?
Yeah. Sometimes because of sin in the world, bad things do happen. And the cool thing is that God can work through even these tough things to bring people to faith or strengthen people in their faith.
Wow. Is there a Bible passage about that?
Well, the one that I'm thinking about is Romans 8:28. Have you ever heard
Really?
that one?
Maybe. Can we learn it?
Absolutely. You're going to have to repeat after me.
Repeat after me. Kids at home, you can say it with me too. Okay.
Romans 8:28.
Romans 8:28.
Romans 8:28.
Romans 8:28.
In all things.
In all things.
In all things.
In all things.
God works for the good.
God works for the good.
God works for the good
God works for the good
of those who love him.
of those who love him.
In all things.
In all things.
God works for the good
God works for the good
of those who love him.
of those who love him.
Should we do it all the way through?
All the way through.
All right, including the reference?
What was it again?
Romans 8:28.
Romans 8:28. Got it. Kids at home, are you ready? On 3. 1,
2.
3.
Romans 8:28. In all things, God works for the good of those who love him.
Hey, we did it.
We sure
Good
did.
job.
Yeah.
And good job at home.
Isn't that a great passage to memorize? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter like what's going on. God is with us and he's working for our good.
Yeah, and so like bad stuff might happen because of sin.
Yes.
But God will always make it work out somehow.
He sure will. Even this thing in Texas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr. Matt,
Yeah.
are there weather Bible stories?
Actually, yes. There's lots of weather Bible stories.
Really?
Yeah. Let's
Like
see.
what?
Jesus calms a storm. There's also Noah's Ark. Also, there's a story with the 10 plagues where there's this big, huge hailstorm.
Whoa, just like the hail that we got.
Yeah, there's lots of weather in the Bible. There's also the one where Elijah is taken up into heaven in a whirlwind.
A whirlwind? What's a whirlwind?
Well, a whirlwind is kind of like a tornado.
Whoa, can we read that one?
Yeah, that would be a neat one to do.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take my jacket off, and then we can read it, okay?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Let's do it. Elijah taken up to heaven. When the Lord was about to take Elijah up to heaven in a whirlwind, Elijah and Elisha were on their way from Gilgal. Elijah said to Elisha, "Stay here. The Lord has sent me to Bethel." But Elisha said, "As surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you." So they went down to Bethel. The company of the prophets at Bethel came out to Elisha and asked, "Do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today?" "Yes, I know," Elisha replied, "but do not speak of it." Then Elijah said to him, "Stay here, Elisha. The Lord has sent me to Jericho." And he replied, "As surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you." So they went to Jericho. The company of the prophets at Jericho went up to Elisha and asked him, "Do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today?" "Yes, I know," he replied, "but do not speak of it." Then Elijah said to him, "Stay here. The Lord has sent me to the Jordan." And he replied, "As surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you." So the two of them walked on. 50 men of the company of the prophets went and stood at a distance, facing the place where Elijah and Elisha had stopped at the Jordan. Elijah took his cloak, rolled it up, and struck the water with it. The water divided to the right and to the left, and the two of them crossed over on dry ground. When they had crossed, Elijah said to Elisha, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I'm taken from you?" "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit," Elisha replied. "You have asked a difficult thing," Elijah said. "Yet if you see me when I'm taken from you, it will be yours. Otherwise, not." As they were walking along and talking together, suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them, and Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind. Elisha saw this and cried out, my father, the chariots and horsemen of Israel." And Elisha saw him no more.
Whoa, Mr. Matt.
Yeah.
I never knew that it was a whirlwind that took up Elijah. I thought it was the chariots.
Yeah.
With the fire.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get that mistaken. Yeah.
But it was really the wind.
Yeah, it was like a tornado, like a whirlwind.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It would be hard to sit on a chariot made out of fire. And hot.
That would be warm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But think about it, it's going to be pretty crazy to be spinning in a whirlwind too, you know?
Yeah, that'd make me really dizzy.
No doubt.
Oh.
Say, Kody, did you know that there's only a couple of people in the Bible that didn't die before they went to heaven?
Really?
Yeah.
Elijah didn't die?
No, he was just taken straight to heaven.
Whoa.
Yeah, and in the book of Genesis, it talks about this guy named Enoch
Yeah,
who walked with God, and then he was no more.
that's incredible.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just disappeared?
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
So,
I would never have thought that.
yeah, it's just really interesting how most
Did
of
you
us.
know, did you know that there's somebody in the Bible who had to die more than once?
Really?
Lazarus.
Oh yeah, Lazarus.
Yep.
Yeah, and also I think the Jairus' daughter.
Yeah.
Remember her? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Young
All
man
the
of
people
name.
that were raised to life.
Yeah, yeah. So that is interesting. So
Huh.
kind of neat how God does things different for everybody, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it must have been really sad for Elisha.
Yeah, no
'Cause
kidding, right?
everybody was saying, hey, guess what? Elijah's leaving soon. And he must have been sad.
Kind of sounded that way.
Mhm.
Yeah, but happy at the same time too, right? Because he knew that his good friend was going to be in heaven because of the faith that he had in his heart.
Yeah, and Elisha really showed how much he trusted God.
Absolutely.
Because, well, Elijah was his partner, but he knew that Elijah got all of his power from God. And then he said that he wants that double portion of spirit.
Yeah,
And that can only come from God.
absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
What a neat thing to ask for.
Yeah,
To have
it
a
makes me want to trust God more.
certainly does. Certainly does. Yeah.
You know what I want to do?
What?
I want to talk to Elijah when I get to heaven.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
You think you'll see him?
yeah, I think so. I mean, he's up there, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, when I get there, I'm gonna ask him all about the weather thing, about the whirlwind,
Well, why would you want to talk to him about weather?
'cause I like weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, did you know that I've been studying some weather?
Really?
Yeah, at school and in my free time.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe someday I can be a meteorologist or
Wow.
something like that.
That would be really cool.
Yeah,
Then you get to play with all the fun little gadgets and the computers. Yeah.
yeah. Did you want to see my weather telling skills?
You have weather telling skills?
Yeah, meteorological. Is that how you say that?
I don't know. That's a really hard one.
My
Meteorologist.
weatherman skills.
Weatherman skills.
That's it.
Well, where,
yeah.
did, where did you learn weatherman skills?
I learned it from watching weathermen.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm curious. So, why don't you give me a little demonstration?
Sounds good. We'll have to go downstairs.
All right.
Ready?
Let's go.
Okay. I have to grab my shoes first. All right, let's go. Hey, Mr. Matt. Matt, can you hold that card up? Perfect. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, get ready for the weather. Good evening. My name is Kody, and I am your weather boy. Next card, Mr. Matt. Next card. Thank you. This is a map. Next card. Oh, thank you. As you can see, that's weather. Next card. You can see it move across the land, sweeping far and wide. Next card. Perfect. As you can see, that blue stuff are clouds or something, but we're not exactly sure. There's nothing else really going on.
Kody, that's kind of boring.
Well, I can't control the weather. I'm not God, Mr. Matt.
I get it. Do you know what it's gonna do tomorrow?
We can look.
Okay.
Our weather forecast is this. It's all prepared. See the board. Saturday, 32. Sunday, 39. Slight chance of rain and snow on Monday. See, Mr. Matt, I'm really good at this.
Getting better.
Yeah,
Why don't we try something educational?
really?
Yeah, let's teach the kids about the weather.
Okay, let's learn about clouds. Next card, Mr. Matt. Very good. Mr. Matt, do the slide thing. As you can see, this is a cloud. It's beautiful, the exact way God made it. But you might be wondering what other types of clouds there are. Let me teach you. These are the types of clouds. There are cirrus clouds. Those ones are the wispy ones. These are cumulus clouds. Cumulus clouds are white and puffy. These are stratus clouds. Stratus clouds are high in the sky. But you might be thinking, but Kody, what about all the clouds that cause the rain and the snow? Those are called cumulonimbus. Those look like this. As you can see, the lightning shows that this is a storm cloud. Right, Mr. Matt?
Yep.
Oh, good. Now there are other types of clouds. One type of cloud is called a funnel cloud. That looks like this. You can see the funnel. If you see that funnel, run away really quick, because otherwise, you will get sucked up in a tornado. Ah! Hey, Mr. Matt, see that little truck there?
Yep.
He's just gotta keep trucking along. Get it? Get it?
He better.
But he might get sucked up in the tornado. There are other types of clouds as well. Slide. This looks like a cloud, but it is not a cloud. It is, well, I mean, it's called a mushroom cloud, but it's caused by a giant explosion. If you see that, well, you shouldn't. So, but they look puffy. That's all I know about clouds, Mr. Matt.
All right.
Maybe sometime we can talk to a real weatherman.
Well, you know, real weathermen have some kind of a catchy send-off phrase. Do you have something cool?
I know a couple, like, and that's the way it was. Or, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Or, say hi to your mom for me. Or, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Or,
Do you have any original ideas?
just one.
What's that?
Goodbye! Hey, Mr. Matt,
Yeah?
you know what'd be really cool?
What's that?
To learn more stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Like, what do you mean?
like, I like learning about weather,
Yeah?
but I don't know what my friends at home like to learn about.
Oh, should we ask them?
Yeah,
Hey, kids, what do you want to learn about?
yeah, and I can even learn about it here on the show too. You just have to send us an email or call us, or, I mean, maybe they can scream really loud from home and we can hear them. You
Maybe.
think that'll work?
Who knows?
Okay, try that. I can't hear anything.
I can't either.
Okay, well try sending us an email. The email that you can use is in the description below. Next time we'll learn something really awesome. Okay, bye.
Bye.
You wanna go back upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. See, Mr. Matt, I told you.
Yeah,
Mad skills.
you got a little bit of skill there, but
A little bit.
yeah, you got a little. Got to keep working on it a little bit though.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
Do you think Mr. Kyle has a song about weather? Or like a Bible song that has to do with weather?
Maybe.
Let's go ask him.
Let's go ask.
Ready?
Yep.
3,
2.
1. Ah!
And now it's time for Funny Songs with Mr. Heisey, the part of the show where we steal a segue from a children's cartoon.
Hey folks, welcome back. Kody was talking about weather and such, and he asked me if I had a song about like weather and that's related to the Bible, and I do. It's actually one of the stories that Mr. Matt had mentioned, the story about Jesus calming the storm on the Sea of Galilee when he was with his disciples in the boat. This song is just about that. It's called Peace Be Still. It sounds something like this. They were tired, so they escaped to the sea. Jesus closed his eyes to sleep. Threatening waves began to form, turned into a raging storm. When thunder was crashing and lightning was flashing, storms were all around. And just when they thought that they would drown in the waves, Jesus couldn't be found. He said, "Peace be still." We all have trials and burdens to bear. Sometimes it seems like nobody cares. Jesus promises, never will I leave. Why is that so hard to believe? When thunder is crashing and lightning is flashing, storms are all around. And just when we think that we would drown in the waves, Jesus can't be found. He says, "Peace be still." If you have Jesus down in your heart, there's no need to fear. Jesus will shelter you in his arms. He is always there. When thunder is crashing and lightning is flashing, storms are all around. And just when we think that we will drown in the waves, Jesus can't be found. He says, "Peace be still." Thanks, folks.
Peace be still. Oh, that was a comforting song.
It was great.
Yeah. It makes me remember that God does have complete power over the weather
Yeah.
and our hearts.
Yeah. It is awesome to know that he is in control.
And on our side.
Absolutely.
Do you want to go check out the weather right now, see if it changed?
What, on the TV?
No, on real life.
In real life? Just go
Yeah.
outside?
See if there's any different types of clouds.
I suppose we could do that.
Yeah, ready?
Let's go.
Oh, but we should probably say goodbye first, right?
Oh, yeah, we probably should.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, kids.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you next
Bye,
time.
miss you.
God's
Bye.
blessings to you.
Bye. Goodbye. 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 Bye. Miss you.